Hey, it's editing Frank again. This is going to be the final episode of the podcast where we talk about what we're looking forward to in 2023. We got a lot of things coming up this year. We had a blast recording this, and we hope you guys enjoy listening to it. All right, let's get to the podcast.
Here we go. Hype Train 2023. 2023.
Hype Train 2023. I can't say that word.
Okay, movies. Big movies I'm looking forward to. 65. Kylo Ren, dinosaurs, blaster guns. I'm in. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. We got PlayStation 1 Spider-Man. We got the Spectacular Spider-Man. We got the
Sombrero Spider-Man.
Cowboy Spider-Man. Cowboy, Wizard. We got Spider-Man, the Emissary from Hell. Yeah, I mean, we got them all, man. We got every Spider-Man we could ever want. And I think I saw Andrew Garfield Spider-Man in there. So, we'll see. I also think I saw... I didn't see Toby. I think I saw Tom. I think I saw Andrew. I didn't see Toby. But we saw tons of Spider-Man. Tons of cool Spider-Men, Spider-Women, Spider-Monkeys, Spider-Pig, maybe. Spider-Pig, maybe. So, I think this is maybe my most anticipated movie of the year.
The first one was so good.
It was so good. The animation's beautiful. The music's beautiful. The story's beautiful.
My expectation for this one is pretty high. I really hope they don't let me down.
I hear that it has the record for the largest crew ever to make an animated movie. They have over 1,000 people working on it because it has so many different art styles. Allegedly. Next, Flash. All right, so this one, Ezra, whatever.
Miller.
Yeah. Terrible person, not a great actor. Looking forward to this movie. Don't care. I don't care if he punches a kid in the face. I don't care. I'm going to watch this movie. Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman. Ezra Miller could have used that gun that they found on his property to do something horrific, and I wouldn't care. I would watch this movie. He's apologized, I think, maybe. I don't care about the drama outside the movie. I've seen Alec Baldwin movies after he murdered that lady. So, what movie did we watch with him? The Edge. See, I'll still watch The Edge. I don't care. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. But Michael Keaton's coming back as Batman. I'm not missing that for some guy acting weird in public. I don't care. I'm going to watch it. I'm psyched about Batman specifically. I know it's called Flash, but to me, they could just call it Tim Burton's Batman Returns. Wait, there's a Batman Returns. Oh, no! Tim Burton Batman Return, the sequel.
2023.
Hiya! Batman Beyond. This was supposed to set up Batman Beyond, but James Gunn canceled it. Allegedly. I'm doing the Donald Trump hands right now. Allegedly, this was supposed to set up Batman Beyond, which would have been dope. James Gunn, you're not going to listen to this, but let's say he did Batman Beyond. I wouldn't hire Eric from Boy Meets World to play him again. Probably get a different guy this time. He's probably too old and chubby by now. No offense to that guy. I don't know his name off the top of my head. Hilarious actor. Voice actor, even better. But I don't think he could play this live action Batman. He's supposed to be, like 16, 17? Terry McGinnis. I want the most Irish guy you can imagine. Terry McGinnis. Wait a second. Hold on. Wasn't the whole thing at the end that Terry McGinnis was secretly Batman's son? Yes. Okay, so with that, we've got Damian Wayne. What if we did Batman Beyond with Damian Wayne?
That'd be pretty sick.
Terry McGinnis was cool. I think Damian Wayne's a much better character. I would love to... Okay, Batman Beyond, Damian Wayne. Make it happen. James, come on. Make it happen. All right, you took Henry from us. Make him... Oh, here you go. Get Henry to be old Batman in Batman Beyond.
Just one negative thing about 2022 as a whole. How dare you people do what you did to Henry Cavill?
Oh, yeah.
Henry Cavill deserves better from Hollywood. Hollywood is not worthy of Henry Cavill.
No, he's such a sweetheart. He put his heart and soul into Superman.
Y'all be nice to Henry.
He deserves better, okay? Especially you, Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne, using him as leverage to promote your own career in superhero movies. Besides The Rock. No, I mean, mad respect for everything else you do. Love all your stuff. Me and Marty have been a fan since Scorpion King.
Huge fan.
Huge fan.
Well, since before Scorpion King.
Well, as an actor,
Yes.
Scorpion King.
Right.
Okay, I'm one of the few people who will back you up on that movie. I love that movie, and I think you did a fantastic job in that movie. But you using Henry like that was messed up, bro. Okay. Also, I love all your fishing pictures. Keep it up.
Bring us out to your pond.
If you bring me out to your pond, I will take back everything I ever said about Henry for you. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Henry. I'm kidding. And Dwayne, also, if it's all just internet BS, bring us out to the pond. We'll go fishing. We'll talk about it. You can let us know what really happened. And, we'll settle it like men, with words, not violence. Because you would eat me. I'm not the podcast is called Tall Boy in the Grass, okay? That is a reference to a kind of alcoholic beverage container. It's got nothing to do with our height. Because, trust me, there ain't nothing tall about me. All right, not a dang thing except for my tails, All right. We love you, Henry. And Dwayne, we're on thin ice with you right now, okay? Or you're on thin ice with us. And you're a pretty big dude. All right. You might need Kevin Hart to come save you. All right. Ooh, Ant-Man. Quantumania. That one's coming up soon, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Bill Murray, that guy from Creed 3 and from the Loki series.
Yeah, Kang.
Yeah, what's his name in real life?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Is that coming out around the same time as the Loki series?
I don't know.
Because Kang the Conqueror is the time dude. What's he
Well,
called?
that's not King the Conqueror. So that's John Krasinski, Fantastic Four, Reed Richards. That's his great grandson or something like that. So many greats.
Okay.
And also super genius. Figures out multiverse stuff. Goes to war with himself, and then makes himself he I guess kills all the other selves, and then becomes the keeper of what he thinks is the best timeline. And then Loki kill him, and so now there's branches everywhere, which means there's enough infinite Kangs, or not Kangs, infinite of that Richards guy again. And one of them is Kang the Conqueror, and he's probably the worst.
But we don't know which one yet. So it could be the one from Loki. It could be the one.
Well, he's dead. The one from Loki's dead.
Well, I mean, there's however many different timelines in Loki. But,
Right. But the main one from Loki
right.
is dead.
Yeah, that one's. Could be the one in Quantumania.
Yeah, the one who reset the timeline at the end of Loki in the statue, it's the same one. Yeah, that'll be the same one. 100%. Should be. I'm not super hyped about it. I'm feeling a little burnt out with Marvel after Thor and Doctor Strangelove, or whatever his name is. Oh, no, Feel Good. Nope, that's not it either. Pepper?
Steven.
Steve McQueen.
Anyway, yeah, Quantumania. My expectations aren't super high for it, but I am looking forward to it. I really like Paul Rudd, and I still don't know the actor's name, but the Mexican dude from Ant-Man.
Yeah, I love him.
With the van.
Love him.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
I don't think he's going to be in the quantum realm.
Probably not. But you never know. He could be. Well,
he could be somewhere.
Not in the quantum realm, but somewhere. Somewhere in the in the big world, the normal world.
I can see his name. Like I can see it. I can't remember. He's great. Michael Pena.
Yes, Michael Pena.
Fantastic actor.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen anything that I didn't like him. That cop movie hurt my stomach.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies.
Oh gosh.
I just forgot.
End of Watch.
End of Watch. Yeah.
Oh, ow. Remember earlier when I said I don't cry? I'm about to, bro. Oh man, that movie.
I think that scene did make me cry.
Now that I'm a dad, it's like I see the world through a different lens.
Yeah.
And I know that's cheesy and everybody's going to be like, and cliche. I don't care. All right. This is a big life change for me. And holy crap, has it affected the way that I see things and think about things. That movie. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Michael Pena, good job, buddy. Dwayne, take notes. We got one more movie I'm psyched about here. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh, yeah.
This one, I can tell you, is going to hurt me too. It's going to make me feel emotions. All right. Somebody, if not all of them, are dying. Okay. At a minimum, Raccoon Boy, dead. No more Rocket. There's no way I see him going through this movie.
What do you know that I don't know?
I watched the trailer. Quill, I think Quill's dead. Did you pinch yourself on it?
No, Quill's dead.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Quill's. Drax, I don't think Drax is going to die, but he could. Like, all of them could. James Gunn is not afraid to kill people at all. 90% sure on Rocket. The rest of them, I think it's a decent possibility, except for Mantis. I don't think Mantis will die.
Well, it's even more sad now if Quill or Mantis dies, since in the Christmas special they revealed that.
Yeah. Oh, wait. The trailer does show Drax pretty messed up, bleeding pretty bad. That's what I'm saying. There's a chance for any of them to die. I really feel like Quill and Rocket are going to, though.
Either way, I'm very much looking forward to it. Guardians of the Galaxy has not let me down so far. First two movies, fantastic. And the Christmas special, if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I expect this one to be really good, and I hope they don't let me down.
Yep, I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the soundtrack alone, but James Gunn has killed it with the other two. He did okay with Suicide Squad. To be fair to him, though, not really a huge fan of Suicide Squad's place, so didn't really draw me in. Peacemaker was a little too raunchy for me, but I think it was overall good. Chris Pratt is one of my favorite actors. Zoe Saldana gotta be up there on my favorite actresses. I mean, Queen of the Nerds, man. Avatar, Star Trek, and Guardians of the Galaxy. She's involved in so many. She's in DC too, I think. She's one of the losers, which is a DC movie. So she's had her hand in just about everything except for maybe Star Wars, which it's not too late.
True.
It's never too late. She may be a little too busy right now with Avatar, but I could see her in Star Wars. I would love to see her in Star Wars, as a matter of fact. Ooh. Imagine this. All right, here we go. I'm selling you something right now, Disney. Listen up. Here's my pitch. Bryce Dallas Howard directing. Zoe Saldana starring. I don't care about any of the other Ds.
Hey, you're really selling it to them.
Yeah, that's my pitch. All right.
Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. And you know what? You can have it for free. You don't have to pay me a dime. You don't have to write my name on nothing. As long as it exists, I'm happy. I'd be very happy. What would be a good story for that? We don't have time to talk about that. We can talk about that. I'm playing PUBG or something. Play PUBG. Okay, we need more people. Get in the first person duos. We need you there. Okay, I'm tired of fighting bots.
I'm waiting 5 minutes for a game to start.
Yeah, and that too. All right, series next year. We've got big one, number one. All right, this will be my most anticipated by far. Ahsoka.
Yes, 100% agree.
Ahsoka is going to be awesome. We've got Ezra Bridger coming back. We've got Chopper. We've got Chopper, bro.
One of my favorite droids.
I think he's my favorite droid now.
I still think K2 is my favorite.
Oh, wait. Yeah, K2 is a droid. I always think he looks like a people.
Yeah. Chopper is my favorite non-speaking droid.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
But I think K2 is still my favorite droid overall.
K2 is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And in general, I like all B1 droids.
Yes.
And B2s. And droidicas. You know what? All the droids are awesome. Except for Goldie.
Oh, yeah.
Goldie can die a painful metal death. I hate you.
And he did when R2 set him on fire.
It wasn't enough.
I know.
I hope he's in droid hell.
Anyway, Ahsoka. Not a Jedi, not Sith. Still one of my favorite Force wielders in Star Wars.
100%.
Yes.
100%. I know she was real controversial when she came out because they gave Anakin a Padawan. And they were like, what are you doing? You're just trying to throw a female in there. Don't care. They pulled it off. Dave Filoni had a vision and he succeeded. It's amazing. I mean, she is a perfect match to Anakin. And my personal opinion, believe that she is just as important to his turn as Qui-Gon. Now, obviously, George Lucas and Dave Filoni himself would disagree with me on that, and they're the ones who really do all the writing for this. But that's my personal opinion. I feel like she was that important to him, and if she was still around, he would have thought twice. I mean, I don't think he would have betrayed her nearly as easily as he did Obi-Wan, because while Obi-Wan was a brother to Anakin and not a father, I feel like Anakin sees her as like a little sister, and it's a lot harder to be mad at a little sister than it would be your brother, especially an older brother.
Yeah.
Which I have neither of those.
Well, I agree. I mean, of course, Qui-Gon dying was, like Dave Filoni said himself, Duel of the Fates. Qui-Gon dying is the thing that set Anakin on the path to joining the dark side. But he didn't really join the dark side. He wasn't fully swayed in that direction until Ahsoka left the Jedi Order.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't watched Clone Wars, I highly recommend it.
Especially Season 7. Even if you just watch Season 7.
Yeah.
Whew.
I never really watched any of the animated stuff growing up, but I recently watched it all. And Clone Wars is probably one of the best animated things that I've ever seen.
What's your other favorite animated thing?
Probably Avatar: The Last Airbender.
And who made that? Yup.
Yeah.
He's a genius, man. He's a genius.
But yeah, Ahsoka, she you're right. She had a huge impact on Anakin. And if you watch Clone Wars, without her, Anakin would have committed a lot more war crimes.
Oh man!
And probably joined the dark side sooner, which I don't know. Maybe things would have turned out differently if he joined sooner, but who knows?
Yeah. The voice actress that plays Ahsoka, Ashley Taylor, is that her name? I'm not sure. Whatever her name is, no disrespect to her for not remembering. She has done amazing things for girls in Star Wars because, she's made clothing lines. So that's awesome, right? Because as girl dads, it's a lot easier to buy stuff for the kids that we want them to wear now that there's female Star Wars clothing. So thank you. I'm pretty sure her name is Ashley for that. And on top of that, she also has been very invested into the character of Ahsoka and her development. I want to say she even wrote an Ahsoka Tano book. I haven't read it. I know people who have, and they've said good things about it. And so, she's awesome, and she's really took this character and made her something very special and very important to Star Wars, which seeing her in live action with Rosario Dawson, if I'm not mistaken, was awesome. It was so nice to see somebody that we recognize from the Clone Wars post-Empire. And I know some people are like, oh, what was she doing during the blah, 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 blah. Well, that's what this show is going to tell us, hopefully.
Watch Rebels and, watch Ahsoka when it airs. Yeah,
I'm very excited about this. The rumors are Hayden Christensen's coming back, which you cannot give me enough Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker, all right? He is Anakin. He killed it as Anakin. I don't care what anybody says about his acting. He did amazing. Look how Luke acted when he was in Episode 4, and Anakin acts just like him. Hayden did a fantastic job. Going on that same stride, though, with Ahsoka, we're going to see her probably in another series this year as well, and that's going to be Mandalorian. So Mandalorian Season 3 is also coming out this year. Stoked. My number 2 hype. It would be my number 1 hype 99 times out of 100. But Ahsoka coming out at the same time, same year, I have to give it to Ahsoka. Right. She is such an awesome character who's very, very important in not just the prequel trilogy, but also the original trilogy behind the scenes in Rebels in that era, the Galactic Civil War era. And maybe we'll see she had a hand in the sequel era as well. So, Mandalorian, Baby Yoda, Grogu, they got a new ship, Naboo Starfighter from Episode 1, chromed out, dope, super cool. I love the Razor Crest. I'm really sad that it got blown up. They could not have replaced it with a cooler ship, in my opinion. Maybe we'll see some more Boba Fett, some more Bo-Katan. Maybe we'll finally see Sabine Wren. There's so many possibilities for this show. Obviously, they're going to go to Mandalore. Obviously, he's going to find that waterfall that he has to bathe in or whatever, and he's going to be reinstated as a Mandalorian.
Right.
That's going to be this season. Anybody can fight me about that at any time. I'm calling it right now. That's what it's going to be. I'm going to say also side plot fighting somebody over the planet of Mandalore. Honestly, no, Mandalorians, they are just as likely to fight each other as they are to fight other people. So maybe they're fighting other Mandalorians in this. Maybe they're fighting Imperial remnants. Maybe they're even fighting the New Republic. We don't know. But there's going to be a war for Mandalore again. And hopefully this time the Mandalorians just like chill out for a while, have a little bit of peace without all getting murdered or turned into wieners, because, gosh, Mandalore's had a rough history. To be fair, a lot of it's their own fault between infighting and invading other places and then getting killed.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way. Murder and war. I'm in for it, man. I'm in for it.
Guns are part of my religion, too. Guns are armor.
Well, gun get in heaven. I don't think Peter's going to open up the gate for you just because you got a Glock 17 on there. Peter's going to be like, I've been shot already. He's like, I got crucified upside down. I ain't afraid of your pea shooter. Man. But, Mandalorian, Season 3, and Ahsoka, all in the same year. It is going to be it. Star Wars fans, we eating good. All right, we are eating good this year.
We have been for a while.
Oh, yeah. And we got Acolyte coming up. I don't know if that's coming out this year or not. I think it might. That's going to be a Sith-centric show. The writing team that I've seen so far does not look promising, but I will hold out for final judgment until after the show comes. I think they cast the guy from that weird Korean game show, Netflix show.
We're talking about Squid Games?
Squid Games.
Yeah.
Yep. I think they casted that guy to be in. I think. All right. I'm probably going to get canceled if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he got casted. Somebody got casted. But Acolyte, and then Jude Law has a Star Wars show that, to me, it sounds like the Goonies in space. Like, it sounds like Star Wars Goonies. And I'm looking forward to that. That sounds really fun. I love Goonies. Isn't the Goonies George Lucas or Steven Spielberg? I think it is. It's one of them or both of them. They were very involved with a lot of good things. Indiana Jones, Star Wars, E.T.
Yeah. Speaking of Star Wars, there's another series.
Bad Batch. Bad Batch season 2.
Kind of hard to believe we've only had one season.
I know. I think it's because season 7 had a lot of them in it, and so of Clone Wars.
Right.
So it's hard to feel it. But I liked season 1. I like Bad Batch. I like the characters. Omega. I'm still trying to figure out what
how is she is
going on. Yeah, she's a perfect clone of Django, but she's a she
or Australian.
Well, they're all New Zealanders.
Yeah, her accent is a lot stronger than this, and I don't know. I guess that's just the voice actor, or is it part of her character?
I mean, Boba and Django in episode 2 both had pretty thick music.
Like Omega.
Not like Omega. I'm really interested to see where they go with Omega, though.
Yeah.
It's got potential. It's also got potential to be very stupid. So we'll see what they do with it. I'm looking forward to it, though. I like the way that she says everybody's names in really weird ways. Rika and...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Her accent is
so
over
thick.
the top.
It's so thick. But I don't care. I like thick accents. I think they're unique and they're funny. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I wonder if they're ever going to have her... Like, if I was... Just imagine Tamora Morrison in a blonde wig. Oh man, that would have been funny. I wonder if she's ever met Boba. Does she know Boba exists?
Well, I don't know, because she kind of is in with the tall. What's that alien race that made the clones?
Kaminoans.
Kaminoans. Yeah, she's like in with them, right? Because she's lived in the facility, like, and not trained like the rest of them.
Yeah, she's one of the original.
Maybe she knows more than the other clones.
I don't know. I'm thinking that she'll probably run into young Boba Fett in Bad Batch. Most likely. I mean, she's already ran into Finnick.
Right.
Is that her name? Yeah, that sounds right. Another character I love.
Yeah.
Oh, Mulan. Gosh, Star Wars has really been killing it, man. Ever since Episode 9. They ruined Episode 9, and Episode 8 was pretty bad in some areas and okay in others.
The story of the sequels, trash. But visually, it was great.
I love Kylo Ren.
Yeah, I know you loved Kylo Ren.
And I loved the First Order. The rest of it needs tweaking.
But yeah, since the sequels, Star Wars has been nothing but hits.
Oh yeah. Everything outside the sequels since Disney's bought it has been good. And you know what? I liked Han Solo. I don't care what anybody says.
I did too.
I don't care that he doesn't really look like, what's his name? Harrison Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Harrison Ford, I'm going to be honest. This may be a hot take. This may be a bad take. Don't like him. I think his blatant disrespect for Han Solo was apparent in Episode 7 when he begged to get killed off. You know what? That's fine if you don't want to be in the ship and the series anymore, the franchise, and having a meaningful death could have done something. I feel like it was done poorly, and now that he's doing the exact same thing with Indiana Jones, I don't like it. As a matter of fact, I hate it. We'll get into this. Han Solo and Rey. Ugh, they had a potential, and they... Moving on. Witcher Part 3.
The last of Henry Cavill's Witcher.
The last of Henry Cavill's Witcher.
I will be watching it. I will be watching it only because, well, I do like the first 2 seasons, and obviously I love Henry Cavill. So I will be watching it. But since he is leaving and they are replacing him with Liam Hemsworth, I will not be watching after Part 3.
No, I will not watch after Part 3 either. Because there's one of 2 reasons, or a blend of 2 reasons, for him leaving. One is Dwayne Johnson and Superman. Thanks, Dwayne. So leaving that show to focus on Superman. The other is what he said, if the show starts going in a direction too far from the books and it's not respecting the source material, then he's going to quit.
Which I believe him.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's a blend of those 2 things. I think it's probably mostly the Superman, though.
Could be, but I don't know. I know he's, Hollywood actor. all
Right.
that. But I just want to believe in Cavill.
I did. Oh, I believe him.
And he read the books, he played the games,
Mhm.
he loves the series, and he wants to do it right.
Right.
So if they're going in a direction he doesn't like, and that's why he left, then yeah, there's no reason for me to continue to watch
Exactly. I also I did not like the first season. Only because they did not explain the timeline whatsoever. I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea when things were going on, and it also I don't think it had excessive nudity in this one. I think there was maybe one or two scenes that were like maybe excessive. I can't remember though. I don't remember a lot of nudity in it. That one girl, after she got transformed from her ugly form to her new form, I think that wasn't necessarily excessive because it was showing like the change in herself. I don't think they needed the complete nudity for that, but I can skip that. Like it wasn't like Game of Thrones where there's incest on the screen and everything else, where it's basically pornography. The Witcher was a lot better with that.
Did you watch season 2?
I did watch season 2, and I don't remember it, but I liked it when I watched it. I do remember in the first season and in the second season liking all of the action stuff.
Yes.
Especially with Geralt. Fantastic fighting choreography. The monsters were scary and looked good, and it was an enjoyable experience. He felt like he was a grizzled old monster slayer who was hated by everybody, and I mean because that's who the character is, and he portrayed it perfectly. I don't know what Geralt's supposed to look like, but I feel like he did a pretty good job looking like him. Yeah. I can't imagine him looking any different than that.
I mean, I haven't read any books or anything like that, but just on the game,
yeah,
like, he looks like
the game guy.
Geralt in the game.
Yeah, maybe a little like swoller, but oh no,
It's
oh no, a swole
Superman.
monster slayer. How dare somebody who has a very physically demanding job be physically fit? No, I enjoyed the action, and I enjoyed that stupid song that's been stuck in everybody's head for 2 years now.
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
Right. Every time I think about coins, I think about that song. So it was good, or at least Henry was good. So I will watch this season. I hope that it at least wraps up something of the last 2 seasons, so that I don't have to. Like, I'm not going to watch the other ones anyway. I'll read the books if I have to, or listen to the audiobooks. I think, did we hit up on the series? Oh, no, we did not. We did not. Okay, real quick, just throwing it out there. Marvel's got a couple of series coming out. The big one is Loki, like the first one. Looking forward to the second one. Not super pumped or anything. I like Tom Hiddleston. I think he's funny, and I like the first season. But like I said earlier, I'm starting to get a little MCU fatigued. Only because it hasn't been high quality work on everything. She-Hulk was awful. Miss Marvel was, I don't know, I didn't even want to watch it. Like, I don't know, they just didn't promote it well or what it was. Everybody was saying that it was a show made for teenage girls. Well, I'm not a teenage girl, so I'm not interested in watching it. And then their movies have been bad too.
I feel like Loki season 1 set a pretty good
It set a high
groundwork.
bar.
It laid the groundwork, laid the foundation. So I think season 2 is probably going to be, in my opinion, better than season 1.
Yeah. I want him and girl Loki to have a Loki baby.
Loki.
I low-key want Loki to have a Loki baby with Loki. Gosh, is their DNA the same? Like, would it just be like a...
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
Kill me.
That's how the alligator Loki was made.
This is a giant wolf. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but not super, because I'm super burnt out on Marvel right now, with the exception of Spider-Man. Can never have enough Spider-Man. Okay, can never have enough. As long as they're doing it well, which they have been. Keep making it. And then we've got Secret Invasion. This one is risky. You've got Skrulls, Super Skrulls, I'm assuming. Hiding is, think of this as going to be basically the exact same as Winter Soldier, but instead of Hydra, it's going to be Alien. That's what I'm expecting right now. And I'm 100% okay with that, because Winter Soldier was one of the best Marvel movies, period.
Agreed.
Definitely the best Captain America anything. Oh, wait. Civil War was technically a Captain America, wasn't it?
Yeah.
See, I see Civil War as an Avengers movie.
I see it as more of an Iron Man.
Yeah. I will not count Civil War as a Captain America movie, even though it says Captain America Civil War, because there's way too many players in it. So, aside from that, Winter Soldier, way better than anything that he did. I'd say including the Avengers. Like that's just pinnacle Cap. Before he just goes full, not really Captain America anymore. In my opinion, after Winter Soldier, he was no longer Captain America. He was just Steve Rogers. And I want Captain America. I don't want Steve Rogers. I don't want anti-America. I don't want pro-other country crap, unless they're from that country. Now, if we got a Cap Britain, I want him to be full pro-Britain. All right? I want him to just sip tea and eat crumpets, wear a top hat. Okay? If we get a Captain France, I want him to be drinking wine and have a stupid pencil mustache and a white flag on his shield. Okay, but we just lost all of our French listeners. Yeah, our one guy in Sweden, I want our Captain Sweden to be blonde hair, blue-eyed, ski poles. Okay, I don't know. Captain Japan, not gonna say anything. All right, you can imagine Captain Japan on your own. I don't think it would be that hard. It'd be pretty sick though. As long as he has a sword. Yeah, full offense, no defense. Captain America though, I need him to be Captain America. I liked Kurt Russell's son, Captain America, in the series. I liked him. I think that he's misunderstood, and I think that show did a really bad job of framing who the bad guy is, because the terrorist that was killing innocent people was framed as being a victim and as being the relatable good guy who's having to do bad things. But the United States soldier who has sacrificed his life to defend his country, who killed a terrorist after his best friend and fellow soldier was murdered, he's framed as the bad guy. I agree with everything you said, but I just don't like him be pleasing to look at as Captain America. Wyatt Russell? Yeah. Man, forget you. I think he was a handsome fella, just like his daddy. Oh, his daddy's a Marvel guy too, isn't he? Do you remember the memes that came out when he was dressed as Captain America? Yeah, I know. I don't care. Okay? He didn't have to wear that helmet. Okay? They could have just gotten feedback and taken it. I don't mind Sam Wilson being Captain America. I think Bucky should have gotten it. Oh, 100%. I think Bucky should have been the one. And I don't know, this may be a hot take or whatever, but we've got Isaiah, can't remember his last name, and we've got Falcon. I want to say there was another one. I don't know, man. There's a lot of Captain Americas at this point, and the only one that I really know is Steve and Bucky, and Bucky isn't getting the shield, and Steve is dead. You're talking about super soldiers? Yeah, all the super soldiers that were Captain America. So that Isaiah something, the old guy that they met. Gosh, I think his name was Isaiah. I don't know. There's just so many Captain Americas now, and none of them are Bucky, and that's what's bothering me. I want Bucky. We're way off topic. We're talking about Secret Invasion. I know. Somehow we ended up. He's going to be a Skrull. There. Yeah. We're tied in. Holy crap. Bucky's dead. That's how. Oh, here. It's all coming, Marty. It's all coming. It's all coming. Here we go. We're going to wrap this thing up with a little bit of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, a little Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas, a little bit of Skrulls, a little bit of Captain America. All right. It's all coming together. Bucky's dead. He's straight up dead. Okay. I don't know when he died. I don't know how he died. He dead or captured and in a secret facility ran by Skrulls. Lady, can't remember her name, from Guardians of the Galaxy, Gamora's sister, but her name's not Sodom. Blue. Yeah. Bluehead. What's her name? Don't remember. Neytiri. We'll go with Neytiri. No. For now. Oh, no, that's also good. She got the arm that she gave Rocket, Bucky's arm that she gave Rocket, because Bucky's dead. And the Bucky people been seeing is a Skrull Bucky. That's not a real arm. Okay, Secret Invasion, Super Skrulls invading all the Earth superheroes. Now the superheroes don't know who's real, who's Skrull. Yep. That's Secret Invasion. Yep, it's Captain America, Winter Soldier, but with aliens. Should be pretty cool, but yeah, we'll see. Now, Dishonorable Mention, streaming series, TV series for 2023. That's going to be HBO Max's adult cartoon, Velma, a spinoff, or whatever you want to call it, of Scooby-Doo, with Mindy Kaling as Velma, where Velma is a super sexualized. I don't like it. I don't want a sexual. Nothing sums up more what's wrong with America than sexualizing a child's. Yes. And people are like, well, pornography does it all the time. That's pornography, okay? That's not something that gets posted on HBO Max. Well, it used to. But it's a children's cartoon about a dog with a speech impediment solving mysteries with a pothead and his friends in a van. Okay? I don't want Shaggy smoking dope. I don't want Velma having nude scenes. It's uncomfortable to even talk about. I watched the commercial for it, and it's just, ugh. I love Scooby-Doo a lot. Okay, it's one of my favorite cartoons. It's one of my favorite long-running TV shows. I mean, Marty, what is sitting on that shelf right there?
That would be a Mystery Machine lunchbox.
I have a Mystery Machine lunchbox in my office. Okay, I like Scooby-Doo. I do not like what they're doing to my Scooby-Doo. Okay, I get that a lot of people lately have had fantasies about Velma. I do not need that to become canon. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. And I might be one of those people. But I'm not going to put out a TV show about it.
No. I mean, Scooby-Doo has been around since 1968. Okay? He's older than my mother. I've been a child's cartoon movie that entire time.
6 decades.
Oh my gosh, he's so old. He's so old. Okay? Tell me how James Gunn made a live-action Scooby-Doo and is now in charge of DC at HBO because HBO is owned by Discovery or Warner Brothers Discovery. And yet, we're getting a super sexualized cartoon version of Scooby-Doo before we're getting a live-action crossover between Batman and Scooby-Doo. Tell me how that's fair. Tell me how that's right. Okay? There's been Scooby-Doo Batman crossovers for like 50 years now. It's time we have one in live action. Okay? There, James, when you listen to this, or Dwayne, if you can hit up James, because I know you're listening, Dwayne. Mr. J, please, live action. I'll even let Dwayne Johnson play Batman.
Oh.
Could you imagine if it was Rob Battenbat's Batman with Scooby-Doo? It's the Joker.
That'd be perfect, because that's like the whole, like Raven and Beast Boy, really dark, depressed, dramatic, and then just goofy, funny, perfect combo.
Okay, I also, hear me out, whoever's making Teen Titans next. Let's get a Halloween thing going where their costume as a group is Scooby-Doo Gang and Beast Boy is Scooby-Doo. Make it happen, guys. Make it happen. All right, Starfire Daphne, come on. You're getting some good stuff right now. Use it. All right, guys. We're moving on to the next section. We are 3 hours and 20 minutes in for us, so we're a little tired, a little hungry, a little thirsty. But this is it. We're wrapping up after this. And then me and him are going to play some PUBG or fall asleep. We're not sure which right now. And then I've got to edit this, which is going to take me about 9 hours to do. So, woohoo! Games. 2023. My big ones. Number 1, Resident Evil 4 Remake. Resident Evil 4 Original was one of the most important games for third-person over-the-shoulder shooters. It revolutionized the franchise. It brought it into the action without bringing it too far into the action like the later games did. The one-liners from Leon Kennedy are Arnold Schwarzenegger levels of perfection. Sandy Cheeks as the president's daughter was hilarious, and that she had some really great lines in that. Specifically, if you look up a ladder when she's trying to climb down a ladder, very funny. The gameplay itself was a lot of fun. The monsters were cool. It was scary, but not too scary, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, it's got to be the most fun Resident Evil, maybe the best Resident Evil game. It's definitely the one that got the most people into the franchise. So the remake of that, super exciting.
Maybe it'll be the one that actually gets me into the franchise.
If there was one made in Louisiana and you had a Apple Watch in it,
listen,
I don't know what I can do for you.
I tried that one. I tried it because you pretty much forced me to try it, and I did not like it. It was too scary.
Marty, of course it's too scary. They're all too scary.
It's Louisiana.
Exactly.
It's terrifying.
The thing is, there's no monsters in that. These are all just swamp people.
Like Scooby-Doo said, like the monsters are...
Exactly. The Rougarou is a man.
Ruby.
We're out, row the Rougarou. Ruby-doo. Okay, moving on. So, yeah, Resident Evil 4, number 1 game of the year for me. Close second, but I can't play this one because this one will definitely be too scary for me, is Dead Space Remake. The original Dead Space was an awesome survival horror game in space. You don't have guns, you have tools because you're an engineer, not a soldier, and very unique game at the time. And I just loved the setting. but it was too scary for me to play the first one. The second one, I was forced into playing, and that's what got me into it. Scary stuff, but a lot of fun. And then the third one, kind of, it had good co-op, but it wasn't really there story-wise. But this one, they've done a lot of changes to it. They've made it the entire ship explorable. So instead of it being linear like most games are, where it's like this is a level and then this is a level and then this is a level, you can go through the whole ship and it tracks your character's vitals and the game decides what to throw at you based off of your character's vitals. Crazy stuff. Looking forward to watching people play it. And maybe if we can get enough people to push us, I might force Marty to play it on camera and record it for you guys. But I would need you guys to make a push for that. I'm talking like serious push. I mean, right now we're sitting at about roughly 15 downloads per episode for the podcast on podcast apps, and then on YouTube we've got like nothing. So I need YouTube to get pushed if we're going to do it on YouTube. I promise you it would be worth it. It'd be worth it. But you guys got to make that push, okay? You got to convince Marty. Marty doesn't want to do it. I can see it in his eyes right now.
If you want to hear me scream like a little girl, then make the push.
All right. And, get this even higher, and maybe I'll think about throwing a challenge out there. Maybe we'll do something silly if we reach a certain goal, like maybe have mullets. Maybe I'll shave my head into a mullet.
I don't think it would take much to convince.
Oh, it would take quite a bit. But Dead Space next. Jedi Survivor, Dark Souls Light in the Star Wars skin. Yes, it is, Marty. I don't care.
It is not.
Okay.
What was the one before this?
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. So yeah, you told me that was Dark Souls Light, and I played it, and it's not. It is a fun game. I like Cal Kestis. Is that his name? Yeah. Pretty good character. I haven't finished the first game. I will probably finish it and play the second one.
Darth Vader at the end of the first one is doing things equivalent to the Obi-Wan pulling down the ship and the hallway fight scene.
I've seen some videos, seen some gameplay. He looks pretty sick.
Yeah, he's a savage. This one, I don't know where they're going with it. I'm excited to see what happens. I think this takes place 10 years after the Rise of the Empire, so like after episode 3. It's either 10 or 15. If it's 15, then that should be around when Rebels is. I think Rebels is 15. But looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the awesome gameplay. They added blasters to it, so you can use blasters and your lightsaber. That's dope. I actually really like that. And I think they added, was there dual wielding lightsabers on the other one?
I don't know if there's dual wielding, but
I think it was like the single blade, and then there was the dual bladed. Yeah, I think there's dual wielding lightsabers in this one. Whatever they're doing, it looks awesome. I'm super excited to see another ginger Jedi. I think he's the only one. Now that there's more ginger Jedi than there are ginger presidents of the United Sons of the Forest. Now, Marty didn't play the Forest, but I have played the Forest quite a bit with our friends and my wife. And it's an awesome game, super fun survival game on an island where you're in a forest of all things. And there's these creepy mutants that are constantly attacking your settlement. And you're trying to solve the mystery of how you got there and how to escape and blah, 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 blah. Lots of fun. Very scary at times. Very funny a lot of the time. And from what I'm hearing with Sons of the Forest, they did a lot of cool stuff with it. So I'm looking forward to see what they did. Starfield comes out.
I'm looking forward to it. I know you and me both described it as like Skyrim meets space.
Yeah.
Right? The thing that I'm looking forward to the most is from what I've read, you can create your own ship, like however many, engines you want, make it a cargo ship, make it a Razor Crest probably. Other than that, I don't really know too much about the game, but that alone sounds good enough for me to want to play it.
Yeah. If I know Bethesda, specifically Todd Howard and his team, and I do, this is going to be faction-based more than like Skyrim in space. So I don't know if I'm going to go with the Imperials in this or if I'm going to go with the Nords. I'm thinking I'll probably stick with the Imperials like I normally do. The Stormcloaks can just, bunch of terrorists. Just kidding, guys. I don't know, man. I would much rather have had Elder Scrolls 6.
Which is coming eventually.
Woohoo!
2028.
At a minimum, dude. It's been 11 years since the last one. And they've been working on this stupid game for the last 5 years, probably.
But they haven't dropped the ball. with any of the like actual numbered Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, but there's been some really bad games between Elder Scrolls 5 and now.
True, but an actual Elder Scrolls 6, I expect to be pretty.
I hope so. I'm very, like, I think this is going to be worse than the wait between Avatars.
Yeah.
We're already 11 years in, and they haven't even released this title yet. And so they've got it at least another 2 or 3 years.
Well, hopefully between now and whenever it does release, they'll just remaster Oblivion. I know. I've been wanting that for like a decade.
It's like 16 years old now.
Yeah. Still a great game, though.
It's so good. I still play it. I literally played it a couple weeks ago. All right, dishonorable mention. This one, there's not a lot of mainstream games that we know about are coming next year that we're not looking forward to. I saw this one on a list of games coming out next year, and to me, it looked like it was going to be the most contrived lump of garbage. Prove me wrong. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game. All right, prove me wrong, okay? When Friday the 13th came out, it was somewhat original still. Somewhat. An asymmetrical game. Now it's been done to death, okay? If you want Texas Chainsaw Massacre to be in a game, just stick with Dead by Daylight at this point. They're the only ones that's really doing anything with the asymmetrical stuff. Dragon Ball just released one. Don't know why. That was a really weird decision, but they did. I've heard nothing but bad things about it. So prove me wrong, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Your last movie sucked. Let's see if this game can do any better. Well, we've covered everything. I mean, whew, what a show today, man. What a freaking show today. We've covered
3.5 hours worth of
movies, games, TV shows, past, present, future. It's been a wild ride in 2022 for us, and we're just getting started, literally. I mean, this is 4, 5, and 6 episode, 7, however many episodes. This is our 4th episode, essentially, in the podcast. And we appreciate everybody that's been listening. We appreciate everybody that's going to listen. And we appreciate everybody that just clicks the download button and never listens to. Just kidding. I would prefer you listen, but you can just click download for now. Save us for later. Save us for a rainy day. Oh, look, it's raining. Go out and listen to us. Thank everybody that's listening or will listen. We appreciate your support and your love. If you're sending love, if you're sending hate, we appreciate that too, because that drives me to be better. Or it drives me to cry alone in my car whenever nobody's around. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Thank you, Dwayne Johnson and Henry Cavill, James Gunn, Steven Spielberg, Jim Cameron. Just kidding. I love you, Jim. Call me back. Let's do True Lies 2. Come on. Marty, what you got?
Well, I'm thankful to the entertainment industry as a whole and the fans, people like us. If people like us didn't exist, then we wouldn't have all this awesome content that we do. We wouldn't have Star Wars. We wouldn't have Jurassic Park. We wouldn't have all these fun games. To the people that out there are, starting at a low level, at the ground level, grounded. If you have some cool creative idea, pursue it. It might work out for you, but you'll probably have fun doing it either way.
There's a ton of really good indie games coming out now. So if you got an idea, now's the time to try. Things have gotten easier and more accessible. So I think now's the time. The Forest, I think, was an indie game. Grounded wasn't necessarily an indie game. It was a big developer, but it was a crazy out-of-the-box idea.
Right.
And they killed it. There's a lot of games now because the older franchises, the big things, are starting to dry up. We're not getting the quality that we used to get from the big companies. And so people want to Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is very highly rated, is very loved, is very cheap, made by one guy. Come on. He had an itch for a game that he loved as a kid. They didn't make those kinds of games anymore. He wanted to make his own, so he made his own. He learned how to do it by himself, and look at it now. It's one of the most popular games on Steam. It's on Nintendo, mobile, probably on Xbox and PlayStation. If it's not now, it will be. I guarantee it. So if you got an idea, if you got a dream, you got a passion, man, send it. We'll send. It's the new year, all right? Do something new. Do something you always wanted to do and just never did it. Look at us. We're starting a podcast, and we're socially awkward. We can't even talk in the dang microphone without getting weird and not knowing what to say. But here we are because we figured, it's something we wanted to do, hang out with each other and chit-chat.
Thank God for editing technology.
Thank you so much, Audacity, for being free. And if you're not free, I'm sorry that I've stolen your software because I got it for free. I'm pretty sure it's free. Moving on. Oh, thank you, Adobe Photoshop, as well, for giving me a lot of entertainment lately, learning how to make thumbnails. All right, guys. I think that's about it. We're going to go get rid. Oh, wait.
No, all I want to say is have a happy new year and go into 2023 with ambition and pursue your dreams.
Heck yeah, I double that. All right, we got to go drop off the Popeyes that he ate and the pizza that I had. So we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.